when I first started, I have to give credit to my teacher. His name is Tony Robbins. And one of his original writing is this book called Unlimited Power. I read this book about 6-7 times while I was in the university. I say, wow, I never come across anything like this. I was trained as an engineer and I was going through the formal education of Singapore, primary school, secondary school, junior college, and no one ever given me such an out-of-the-box idea. And by the time, he was invited for the first time to speak in Asia, unleash the power within. I said, I got to meet my teacher. I do whatever it takes. I bought the cheapest ticket. It was like the last row of the stadium. And I was not from a rich family. That's what I could afford. And I went through the 3 days program. And guess what? He made us walk on fire. Holy moly. I said, what? This is like kind of a Taipusan or what? And it's like one long stretch, fill up with charcoal, burning red charcoal, flames, and even you're nearby, you can feel the heat already. And I say, okay, I read the book 6 times, let's put it into action. And Tony has a way to kind of help us through the process. I walked through the first time, I checked my feet. Oh my gosh, I didn't get burned. Was I possessed or what? I said, come, let's do it a second time. Apply the same principle. And I walked through 2 times. Totally safe. Didn't get injured. And that was my breakthrough. And at the end of the exercise, we did one very important thing that is called goal setting. It was that during the exercise, I wrote down, since I can prove to myself I can walk through fire, I'm going to write this down boldly. I should become a millionaire by the age of 30 years old. And I wrote there, US dollars, not even Sing dollars, US dollars. And I wrote that down. From that point, no turning back. And my mind was really open up. Okay, I want to become a millionaire, but how? What's the instrument? Do I run a startup? Do I do business? What do I do? And that's where I chanced upon investing. And why I love investing, simply because I love knowledge. I fell in love with options trading. That was my first love. And options trading, the reason why I fallen in love with it is because it is a Nobel Prize winning formula. I mean, they're going to get a little bit technical. It's called the Black-Scholes formula. By Mr. Black and Mr. Scholes came together and won the Nobel Prize for economics. I said, wow, if I want to dedicate my life work, I better learn from someone who's really, really smart. And I dive into options trading first 5 years of my life. I just do nothing but options trading. And that really opened up my mind to the whole idea of investing. So for somebody out there, we say, hey, what does it take for me to get started? And you have to really put yourself through to test yourself, what is your human limit? Now, I did the firewalking more than 25 years ago. And recently this year, I did another crazy thing. Today, I'm 50 years old, but I'm still putting myself to the line. What is that? I went through an exercise whereby I understand this part of our throat is the softest part, which is the most vulnerable. And that exercise is to take a real construction rebar rod that's like 2 meters long, put it right here, and on the other end, put it on my body, and both of us come together to bend the rod. I say, holy moly, I'm not even a Qigong master. How the hell are we going to pull this off? And by the time the trainers took out all the rebar rods, like the construction metal rods, we say, hey, this is for real, man. How is it possible? I mean, I watched that on Facebook, and the Qigong master was able to do it. Holy moly, I'm not a Zen master. And then we go through the training. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Both of us came together. Let's do it. Boom! We bended the rod. Today, the rod is hanging proudly on my own studio. As a reminder to all the students, you are always on the path of constant and never-ending improvement. To test your mind. The mind is playing tricks with you. I can walk through fire. I could bend this rod. I could even break a wooden arrow with my softest spot on my throat right here. And all this is to prove to ourselves we can do much more than what we believe in. And of course, welcome to Sentosa. Join me in bungee jump.